Last October 21, I was called from the place where I was detained inside Central Compound. And my security detail, three of them, informed me that I was being summoned there in Honorata building, which was the legal department of the Iglesia ni Cristo. Upon arriving there, I didn't know exactly what this was all about. I was just there with my wife and our child, and my mother also followed. During that time, when we were waiting, the group of Atty Orosa, an attorney there in the legal department, along with brother Rolando Esguerra and brother Eranio Codera, also along with attorney Alan Blair Boyd, entered, and they motioned me to enter another conference room because they wanted to speak to me alone. I saw that they were very agitated, and they showed me a piece of document which was from their sources, informing that a petition for writ of habeas corpus and writ of amparo has been filed by my brother Atty Menorca and my sister-in-law Junko Tsuka. It was a very stressful meeting because they were pressing me and insinuating that I had something to do with it. I categorically answered them that I did not have anything to do with it, and I did not know anything about it, especially the fact that it was filed against Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, the Executive Minister of the Iglesia ni Cristo. During that time, I sensed that they were already being hostile. I feared for my family. During that time, I was thinking of different ways to negotiate that we be released immediately, because I know as time passed by, we will be in greater danger. That was the time that memories flashed when I felt the real danger for me and my family, especially what they did to me when they kidnapped me there in Sorsogon. That was the most hurting part of my life because I was separated from my wife and my daughter, and I wasn't even given the chance to say goodbye. I was dragged by police officers, many civilian, and men with long rifles and handguns, and they surrounded our chapel just to be able to kidnap me. That was witnessed by a lot of people there because during that time it was the barangay fiesta. That they were able to silence all of them. Again, there were flashes of traumatizing memories for me and my wife and our family because the same convoy we experienced traveling from Sorsogon all the way to Central for my wife and my daughter, all the way from Sorsogon to Dasmariñas when I was handcuffed. My hands were bleeding. 17 hours. 17 hours I was handcuffed. I asked them repeatedly to loosen the handcuffs because it hurt so much. My shoulders were about to fall off. My hands were bleeding. I kept on begging the police officers to even just remove my handcuffs. I'm not going to fight them. They were all with guns. I was all alone. They had guns to me. And the only thing they could answer, wala sa amin yung susi eh. Nandun sa station. So for 17 hours, they just couldn't let me sit down dignified. When the Minister Benefrido Santiago entered the coaster where I was in, that was the only time they released the handcuffs, not to release my hands, but to handcuff me to the chair so that I could kneel down to him when I was talking to him. And all they were saying to me, because I was begging and begging for the life of my wife and my child, I just asked them, do whatever you want to me. Just leave them alone. I asked where they were. They couldn't give me anything. Only trying to pacify me with the words saying that okay lang sila. In the middle of the trip, what they told me is that the convoy of my wife was intercepted by rebels. I was in a state of panic, knowing that my wife and my only child was in danger. And they were just there laughing at me. They don't know how it felt. I wasn't worried about myself. I was just worried about them. And still, they interrogated me during all those times. We were traveling, trying to get the words out of my mouth, asking me about questions I do not know. I already told them, you have policemen over here. You have men with guns. They already pointed at me. You can shoot me anytime. Why would I lie to you? But still, they went on and they went on. All this pain, all this suffering, everything that we've gone through. Again, I reiterate, for the love of the church, for the love of the church administration, for the peace of the church, I was willing to let it be behind us. I even told them, I am willing to lie in court just for the church. Just let us go.